Good afternoon. Spring Convocation 2025 will officially begin with the graduate processional. Please rise as you're able. Please remain standing for the procession of faculty and the platform party. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Miss Hannah Pagenkoff.
Please join me in singing together.
With
keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome, everyone, to Convocation 2025. My name is Arlene Strom, and I'm the Chancellor of Mount Royal University. It is my distinct honor to declare Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees in the Faculty of Science and Technology. Thank you to the Highland Pipers for leading our procession. It was beautiful. And thank you as well to our national anthem singer, Miss Hannah Pagenkopf. I'll now invite Dr. Tim Raleigh, President and Vice Chancellor of Mount Royal University, to introduce some of our special guests and to start us off with a few words.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at Mount Royal for this wonderful ceremony to recognize the incredible class of 2025. Mount Royal University is situated on an ancient and storied land steeped in ceremony and history that until recently was occupied exclusively by people indigenous to this place. With gratitude and reciprocity, Mount Royal acknowledges the relationships with the land, the beings, the stories and the songs and the teachings of the Siksika Nation, the Piikani Nation, the Kainai Nation, the Ithka Stony Nakota Nation, consisting of the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Good Stony Nations, and the people of Tsuut'ina Nation and the Métis. As such, Mount Royal is committed to advancing the success of Indigenous learners and respectfully supporting Indigenous cultural identities and integrity, leading to a good life in all aspects. Mount Royal will meet these goals by committing to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action and adopting and applying the principles of the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. I would now like to take a minute to remind you to keep your cell phones silent during the ceremony. Thanks so much. And I want to acknowledge the wonderful folks who are up here on the platform party with the Chancellor, our Elder, Dr. Roy Bearchief, Dr. Chad London, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Jonathan Withy, Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, Ms. Jerry Lynn Googlis, University Registrar, Honorary recipient Tom Wood, and our alumni speaker, Dr. Mariam Yacoub. We also have representatives from Mount Royal University's executive and leadership teams, senior leaders, deans, vice deans, associate deans of Mount Royal's faculties, members of the MRU Board of Governors and our Foundation Board of Directors, and many faculty members and staff who are here to support and witness the granting of degrees. Please join me in welcoming the platform party. Welcome. Welcome. I would now like to introduce Elder Roy Bearchief, who will open this convocation. He is Epsum Ta, meaning helper, and elder in residence in the Department of Child Studies and Social Work. He received an honorary Doctor of Laws from MRU in 2024. Dr. Bearchief, would you please join me at the front of the stage? Elder Bearchief, please accept this tobacco in recognition of giving us your greeting. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay in my language means hello. So, okay. Kitik konek se matsin noch kistikoi. Nistoni daniko kapisi. Noch to seksika. Hello, I'm glad to see all of you. My Blackfoot name is kapisi, which means big coyote. I'm from Siksika Nation. I've been here at Mount Royal since 2017. But I also go back to from 1991 to 1994, when I got when my wish came true to become a social worker. And Mr. Woods sitting beside me, I got his autograph. It was on my parchment when I graduated in 1994. But anyways, what I want to do is I want to provide a blessing to get this convocation started. I'm going to say it in my language. Then after that, I'll just say a few words. Ayo, Mr. Tuki. Ayo, istibetapio. Ayo, natusi. Anuxistikoi. Nukhatuka manstupina, nuxipiskutukina, nukhitins biopit. Amuxi nukhitukitinsta, gitamuxi, agaisi sapukoya, ostoa, nuxpomusa, ostoa, makhoktuka putaksamu, ujitskinimatsakpia. Ikaiko. Agitsa itesti matoka putuki patustoi no humanistas pomosa ostoa. Ano kamisa abstuki kistoki tukanoh kotoki sto. Kuchtoch kanoh kotpina abstuki kisto kitestokanas konata. Smatsi patix kakumutsoki. Kira kitawatimo ikakstes mukatpista patsimo ikakimata psi saksites roka pochpi saksmatochkupiksi pomosa kioksi to Ito piiksi ei tässä sukinakin. No sukineissa mukakin siitä on mä pystyy kaiskiksi sa okoa. No kaamista absoluutti kisto kitkan ohkotuan ohksistikoi. Anne. But anyways, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you graduates. 4 years is a long time. But you know what, you've gained a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge that you're going to take out there, into that big world out there. A lot of things happening nowadays. But you know what, Mount Royal University has given you the skills, perfect skills, for you to tackle anything, regardless of whatever you face out there. Teachers, your mentors, HR, career services, the library, so on and so forth, those are the ones that really gave you the tools. And in each one of those parchments, those are the tools that are in there. Use them wisely. Because part of my prayer, I prayed that each and every one of you get a job. Number one, but after your party, okay? But I give you a curfew, 11 o'clock, okay? For me as an elder, you know what? 2 o'clock is my nap time. So if you see me, my head down, that means, hey, I've fallen asleep. But to each and every one of you, my heart, to each and every one of you, for your perseverance, your determination to make it through. I'm sure a lot of you, you know what? Yes, we all go through that. 4 years is a long road, and you encounter a lot of things, you know, much like the spider web. Computer science, World Wide Web, what do they call it? World Wide Web. It's that spider web that's out there. Vibrations. But you know what, today, your family out there, they're celebrating with you those good vibrations today. And many more. So like I said, from my heart to all of you, congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder Bear Chief. And I think we'll extend the curfew to the platform party as well. Nothing past 11 p.m. I know it's an exciting night tonight. As president of Mount Royal University, I can confidently say that Convocation is the best part of the year. It is a moment of great tradition and honor, and today the stands are packed and the gymnasium vibrates with that web of excitement, all in recognition of you, the class of 2025. So on behalf of the campus community who have walked alongside you during your time at MRU, we are proud of what you have been able to accomplish. Completing a university program takes determination and resilience, and my hope for you is that you can see just how much you have changed, how much you've grown, and how far you have come. You've gained more than a credential, and think about when you first set foot on the campus at Mount Royal University. Maybe it was for open house, or to register for classes, or it was that first day when everything began to feel real. Picture that version of yourself, and perhaps then you were a little nervous, uncertain, and eager for what was to come. You might even recognize those feelings today as you face the next big step. But here's the thing. You've come a long way since then, and look at how much you have all grown, not just in knowledge, but in character, in resilience, in perspective taking and leadership. And you should be incredibly proud of all you have achieved. At MRU, we believe deeply in the value of going beyond the textbook and providing an education that shapes the whole person to prepare you to confidently be the leaders of tomorrow. And you are standing at the threshold of another big chapter. You've pushed yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Those moments when things seemed impossible, they're the ones that have shaped you into who you are today. As you look ahead, remember this. Growth does not stop here. It is just the start of a lifelong journey. And just as you've changed from that first day you set foot on campus, I have no doubt you will keep growing, pushing boundaries, and surprising yourself with all that you can achieve. Some of those journeys have already started, and I'd like to highlight one of them. Caden Albright is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in chemistry, and when he first arrived at MRU, he planned to become an engineer. But one class changed everything. Caden, are you in the audience? Where's Caden? Give me a wave somewhere. Do we see you? Okay, I'm looking. Okay, I'll figure it out. Oh, there you are. Great, thanks. After his first chemistry course, I think you might be alone on this one, but chemistry changed Caden's life. He discovered a passion that would shape the rest of his academic journey. That spark led him into the lab, where hands-on research quickly became the heart of his university experience. He spent more time in the labs than lecture halls, gaining not only technical skills, but a sense of teamwork and community. He also chose a minor in philosophy, believing it's essential to understand the ethics behind science. Caden credits many for supporting his journey, but especially Dr. Gila Asiedo, whom he calls a mentor and an inspiration. Under her guidance, he grew as a researcher, presented at conferences, earned multiple scholarships, and mentored other students, all while maintaining a top GPA and a place on the President's Honor Roll each year since 2020. He says his proudest achievement is discovering that he can make meaningful change through research, through teaching, and through collaboration. Congratulations, Caden. Now, I look out in the audience and I could probably tell a story about each and every one of our graduates, but I'm sure we want to get on with the program. But I do want to acknowledge some folks who helped you along the journey. I think you will be recognized, and the folks who are up here, many in the audience, are all here to support you. From the professor who not only taught you, but gave you feedback and helped you grow, to the volunteer who helped you put on your gown today. Mount Royal has been here all along your journey, and we've done our utmost to help to get you to today. So graduates, may I ask you to please join me in a round of applause for MRU's employees who are so proud of and are here to witness you graduate today. There is another very important group of people who helped pave the way for your success, your friends and your family. Today, they celebrate you, whether they are in the stands or joining virtually. May I ask you to please join me in a round of applause for the people who have helped get you here today. As you start your next chapter, I hope you leave here feeling like you have received everything you possibly could during your time at MRU and are incredibly proud of yourselves. We will continue to cheer you on as alumni and look forward to seeing how you will use what you've gained both academically and personally to grow beyond this moment and contribute to communities near and far with the lessons you've learned here. So congratulations, class of 2025. I now invite the Chancellor to come back to the stage to share her remarks. Congratulations. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Raleigh. We are here today to celebrate you and to celebrate not only the completion of your academic requirements, but the growth and the transformation that you have experienced along the way. On this, my first convocation as Chancellor, I am honored to preside over the ceremonies. By completing your degree requirements, you have shown a commitment to learning, a willingness to gain insight from others, and I hope that you have formed friendships that will form a solid foundation from which you will grow beyond. I love the Cree word Wakotawin. Wakotawin speaks to the deep interconnection among each of us and with the earth. It is my wish for you that you will walk alongside others and that you will give and receive the gift of connection and relationship. Now, whether you pursued a degree in computer information or science, you have not only acquired knowledge and skill associated with your academic requirements, but you have an opportunity to be a change maker in a complex world. Your experiences here at MRU have shaped you, and you have earned this moment of triumph. So today is the end of one chapter and the start of something bigger. If you choose to lead, I hope that you will lead in a way that isn't measured by your position or your authority, but rather by how you treat others, by how you face into challenges, and by how you inspire and enable others. Not by telling them what to do, but by showing them what is possible. Take with you the curiosity that led you to ask questions, the courage and strength that helped you overcome obstacles, and the creativity that helped you find new ideas and new ways of working. Keep looking at the world with open eyes and open hearts. Learn from others, listen deeply, and think critically. The world needs people who are willing to see others with kindness and understanding, who connect and create with purpose. What you've gained here at MRU goes beyond textbooks, as President Raleigh said. You have the tools to make a real difference if you choose. So let your ideas be bold, but grounded in empathy. Let your ambition include not just success for you, but progress for others. Stay connected, keep showing up for one another, share what you've learned, and stay open to what others can teach you. In words attributed to the Sufi poet Rumi, walk to the well, turn as the earth and the moon turn, circling what they love. Whatever circles comes from the center. Start a huge, foolish project like Noah. It makes absolutely no difference what people think of you. So class of 25, be bold and congratulations. May you be true to yourself, and may your future be filled with meaning, your minds ever curious, and your hearts always connected. So before going to the important part of the program to confer degrees on graduates, like much university protocol, including the robes worn by those in the platform party, honorary degrees date back to the Middle Ages and are often accompanied by the Latin words honoris causa. It means for honorific reasons and recognizes an individual's outstanding achievement in the academic, private, or public sector. I'll now invite Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Chad London to the podium to present the candidate for Honorary Doctor of Laws.
Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present Mr. Thomas Wood, the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Mr. Wood's journey began in the classroom teaching philosophy, which soon led to a tenured faculty position. In 1981, he was appointed Vice President and Academic, and in 1989, he became President of Mount Royal College, serving in that role for 14 years. And like Dr. Elder Roy Bearchief, I also picked up Mr. Wood's autograph along the way. For me, it was on the tenured faculty letter when I was granted tenure back in 1999 from Tom. Has had an impact for a long time. Under Mr. Wood's leadership, the institution experienced remarkable growth and change. Mr. Wood's contributions helped transform Mount Royal College into the degree-granting Mount Royal University, and he is an inextricable part of the reason why we're all assembled at this ceremony today. Mr. Wood championed the shift from a transfer college to a university, advocating for degree programs, securing funding, and overseeing the expansion of campus facilities, including the space we're gathered in today. His student-centered approach earned Mount Royal a national reputation for academic excellence and student satisfaction. After his time as president, Mr. Wood continued to shape higher education and on a global scale. He served as a visiting scholar at Columbia University, helped establish the Asia-Pacific Institute at Tec de Monterrey in Mexico, and led curriculum development at Sea to Sky University in British Columbia. Mr. Wood has also served on numerous education and community boards, including the United Way and the Morningside Music Bridge program. His leadership and dedication to education have left an enduring legacy at Mount Royal and across the Canadian post-secondary landscape. Mr. Wood, can you please join me at the front of the stage?
By the power vested in me by the Post-Secondary Learning Act of Alberta, and as approved by the Mount Royal University Board of Governors, I present Mount Royal University's honorary degree recipient, Thomas Wood, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. I invite you to the podium, Dr. Woods, to share some remarks.
Madam Chancellor, thank you. I'm deeply honored. And I can assure you and President Riley that this particular candidate for degree honoris causa definitely dates back to the Middle Ages. President Raleigh, platform guests, graduates, faculty, family, and friends, good afternoon. It was my good fortune to teach and serve in administrative roles at Mount Royal College for some 30 years. It was my greater good fortune to have worked during this time with outstanding, deeply committed faculty and staff, administrators, dedicated board members, and distinguished donors and supporters. Too numerous to mention, but I remember them all with great fondness. We shared a common purpose: to make Mount Royal College a better place for students to learn and succeed in an institution that better met their changing educational needs in a rapidly changing world. This should be a shared honor with all of these people with whom I worked. I would happily accept this recognition on behalf of all of them. We are assembled here this afternoon to witness the conferral of your parchments and to celebrate you and your achievements as graduates of Mount Royal University, class of 2025, in the Faculty of Science. I invite you to look back and reflect for a moment on what you and those who have supported you and taught you have accomplished. You've mastered to a satisfactory level a body of knowledge and skills in a field of value to society and of particular interest to you. This is no mean feat. Recent studies indicate that the world population of over 8 billion people is currently served by approximately 90,000 post-secondary institutions of varying types worldwide. Of these, only about 50,000 are estimated to be universities of some kind. So we here today are very fortunate indeed. Let me join with others in congratulating you on what might well be not just the successful conclusion of years of study, hard work, and possibly sacrifice on the part of many people. But a life of continuous learning, the beginning, I hope, of a further, more meaningful life, a life of continuous learning grounded in some fundamental skills I hope you've acquired to some degree thus far. Some of them have already been mentioned by previous speakers. Literacy, numeracy, the ability to think critically, to reason, to analyze and synthesize, to solve problems, to observe and reflect, to see things from different perspectives, to create or to imagine new ideas or things, to collaborate and cooperate with others, to interact with others respectfully and civilly, and to try always to do the right thing. John Hospers, a philosopher in the 20th century at ethics, at Brooklyn College, gave a paper that a friend of mine heard. Hosper's paper was on the question, why should I be moral? And he gave a very scholarly address on various reasons that had been put forward since the time of Plato's Academy for being a moral person. And at the end of this address, Hospers remarked, so, why should I be moral? Because it's the right thing to do. Think about that. Inasmuch as you are students of science, I would assume that you have a working knowledge of the scientific method. I'm not suggesting that you fall in love with statistics, but a working command of deductive and inductive reasoning can be very useful at times. And finally, I hope that you have learned the importance of keeping an open mind, of sustaining your curiosity, and an ultimate respect for truth. Veritas, the motto of an institution currently under attack. Truth is the bedrock of science and human understanding, of human knowledge, human intelligence, even human communication. Without truth, there can be no science, no history, no reconciliation, no redemption, no human progress. Without truth, for a near example, there can be no health sciences or information sciences whose graduates we celebrate this afternoon. Consider human communication. Wittgenstein, a philosopher of the last century, observed that the limits of your language are the limits of your world, that the root of human communication is trust. Trust depends on truth. We do not trust those who lie to us, who deceive us. Without truth, we are left with mere noise and chaos. Although these ancillary skills and values that I've just mentioned may now seem somewhat irrelevant byproducts from your current field of study, I specify them for three reasons today. First, because of their fundamental importance to our cognitive lives. Second, because science and technologists are trying very hard to simulate these quintessential attributes of the human brain in mechanical electrical learning machines in multiple projects currently referred to collectively as AI across the globe. And third, because you might find them to be important tools in navigating the rapids ahead of you. Your life will also be like ours, one of extraordinary challenge. You graduate into what are euphemistically called interesting times. Many now refer to this period of time as a hinge of history. What they are trying to capture with this metaphor, I think, is that we are experiencing profound change, so pervasive, so disruptive, at such accelerating scale and pace, that it will be like opening a door into an utterly different world of human history. The door opens for you as graduates. With it will come hitherto undreamt challenges and opportunities. If you think I exaggerate, just pause to consider for a moment the consequences of just 2 advances in technology and communications over the past 20 years. Smartphones, which the President asked us to silence for this ceremony, and social media, which have virtually changed the ways we communicate, the ways we get news, the way we keep in touch. Moreover, there are plenty of elephants in this overcrowded room. We all drove here today, or came, in smoke-filled skies. The climate warms steadily. We have multiple problems in that regard to solve. Economic distress caused by global tariffs and counter-tariffs and trade wars imposed by a global superpower, our neighbor and former largest trading partner to the south of us. The threat to the sovereignty of our country, a middle power, which has severed an alliance that has perdured over a century with a consequent breach of trust. Social and political disruptions and divisions, sharpened by social media and the internet, bitter and divisive wars, upending 80 years of peace, the breakdown of major alliances that had perdured for decades, a new and different world order taking shape, famines in a world of plenty, extreme poverty, in a world of wealth. The growing gap between the very wealthy and the very poor, past and possible future pandemics and diseases, and a relentless attack on truth. None of this serves us well. Perhaps Conrad was right. Perhaps the darkness does lie in the heart of all men. However, I want to focus today in my remaining time on a major driver or enabler possibly of change that lies immediately before us. The attempt by scientists and technologists to simulate the capability of the human brain in what are called learning machines. artificial intelligence, or AI. Work in this field has been chugging along since the work of Alan Turing, one of my personal heroes, who wrote a paper in 1952 introducing his Turing test. It was fairly simple. Isolate a person or a machine or whatever where you cannot see it but can communicate only by type, some form of type. Ask questions, receive answers, and see whether you can determine whether this is a human or something else. And Norbert Wiener, working at the same time at MIT, published two highly influential books that have become even more relevant with passing time. Cybernetics in 1948 and The Human Use of Human Beings in 1950. People worked or joked about a planet inhabited by carbon-based beings evolving into one inhabited by lithium-based beings. But Wiener himself was deeply concerned about unsupervised autonomous learning machines. And debate has raged since over the possible good or evil that could come from such machines. But with the advent of the digital era, which hasn't been that long ago, things changed dramatically. The terms of the debate about technology changed. When OpenAI released ChatGPT and then updated with the more powerful GPT-4 technology in March of 2023. This large language model, LLM, captured imaginations and arguably became the fastest spreading new technology ever. But the arrival on this planet of super powerful LLMs also represents the sum of all our fears, because the field is dominated by two all-powerful ecosystems, OpenAI and Microsoft on the one hand, and Google on the other. This is the view of Darren Acemoglu and Simon Johnson, both university professors at MIT, one in the Sloan School of Management at MIT. In a recent work they published called Power and Progress. Their key message is, you can't stop technological change, but you can shape it. That shaping involves pushing technology companies to think more clearly about how to organize production and how to deliver new products and services in ways that actually help people than hurting them or destroying their work. Recently, I read an article in the New York Times that I'm sure caused Acemoglu and Johnson to shudder, because it announced, the title of the article was, "Welcome to the campus, here's your ChatGPT." Several universities have made decisions, including the state universities of California, to adopt fully and make available fully and to use fully AI in their programs and degree services in all of their institutions. So I had a colleague who used to make a joke about this. He said after the Industrial Revolution in Victorian times, everything changed except two kinds of work, barbering and teaching. That's no longer a joke. I wouldn't be at all surprised if some AI application or other finds its way into the barbershops of Calgary. What does any of this have to do with me, you may well ask? Well, the bots are out of the bag, and they're not going back in. If you have a smartphone or a computer, you probably have some form of AI in your operating system already, or an app. When I now Google something, the first reply I receive is AI overview. Apple is already nudging people to adopt their new operating system, which is rife with artificial intelligence features. It will soon be, if not already, in the vehicles we drive, the tools we use, the services we want, our shopping and delivery, the commerce we experience. It will be ubiquitous and unavoidable. Think of the coming decade and the disruptive change that is likely to occur in healthcare and medicine, in education and training, in the economy and the world of work and play, in business where governments anticipate great growth in productivity, and the economic wealth and the concomitant wealth it is expected to generate. In communications, in travel, in security, defense. No wonder that Pope Leo XIV thinks AI is a matter of considerable importance. And our new Prime Minister has a new ministry for AI in his pared-down cabinet. You can almost feel the tectonic plates shifting underfoot. But you say, what I really need is a job, not more worries about the future. Here, we need to face the truth. The news is mixed. In existing jobs where human touch or supervision is required, experts predict that the job will likely remain, but the person in the job will be trained to do very different things. Experts predict that many white-collar jobs associated with records, files, financial, business, and legal transactions, contract generation, etc., will likely disappear. And the jobs of the future are not yet known. Generally, I believe we can expect a high degree of froth and churn in the employment market for the foreseeable future. But remember, in all this change is opportunity. You may be contemplating further study. You may be planning travel abroad. You may well have a job already lined up. You may want to engage in the nation building, which is before our country. But if not, ask not only where can I find a job, who might hire me, ask how can I create my own job and perhaps jobs for others? Where is an opportunity in this market? Can I think of an application that might prove helpful to others and marketable? Some of you may know already of the new application was developed by a doctor in Red Deer called Scribe. One of the things doctors most dislike about their work is that after talking to patients and meeting with them, they have to then sit down and write notes that are barely legible, if at all, to nurses who have to read them in order to seated patients. So he simply developed an app that is now under final testing in a 10,000 individual study conducted by the University of Alberta. This has met with overwhelming success. It's more secure than PayPal or your bank account, and certainly more secure than your CRA accounts. And this he's turning over and releasing freely to anyone who can make use of it. Bear in mind the ancillary skills and values I mentioned above. Use them. This is a problem. You can solve it. Remember that the education you have received so far liberates you, gives you opportunities and perspectives you have not had before. At some point, we might have to rethink fundamentally the nature of the relationship between education, learning, training, and work. The further development of AI and its applications is expected to generate a lot of wealth. The question is, will a few people make a lot of money, or can this rising tide lift all boats? Asamoah and Johnson think that this technology can be shaped to share the wealth for the betterment of society. You might want to help them shape it. Despite the challenging times and all the dark concerns that we face that I've mentioned today, I have hope. What gives me hope? Amongst other things, you. You and the education you have received at Mount Royal University. You and your resilience, your determination, your grit. You and all the other bright young people who are graduating at this time of year. And I urge you to go forward with hope as well, to make the world a better place for all. Be of good cheer. Whatever your choices might be, pursue truth, love others, make peace, and lift the hands that hang down. I congratulate you on your achievement this day. I wish you every happiness and success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wood. You have aptly described the challenges and opportunities that the graduates and all of us will face into together. And thank you for reminding us to consider what it means to do the right thing and to pursue truth. And now I invite Dr. Tim Raleigh back to the podium, our President and Vice Chancellor, to officially present Mount Royal University's 2025 graduates.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Madam Chancellor. May I ask the graduates to please rise? A good-looking group if I've ever seen one. Madam Chancellor, I now present to you these graduates who have satisfied the requirements for the degrees, diplomas, and certificates as outlined in the program, and request that you grant and confer upon them their various and several degrees, diplomas, and certificates as approved by the General Faculties Council of Mount Royal University.
Under the authority vested in me by the Post-Secondary Learning Act of Alberta, and with the approval of the General Faculties Council of this wonderful institution, I hereby confer the degrees, diplomas, and certificates upon the graduates who appear in today's program, whether they be present or absent. Please be seated.
Congratulations, class of 2025. You are now officially graduates of Mount Royal University. We will now present the graduates individually to the Chancellor by reading the names of those graduates who are present today. Some of you may not wish to shake hands. If so, please just put your hand on your heart or make some signal. We will figure it out. Similarly, those on the platform party may do likewise. When you come up on stage, I will shake your hand or nod, and we will take a quick photo. We look forward to greeting all of you. Mr. Jeff Crane will now read the names of graduates who are present. Mr. Crane.
Chancellor Arlene Strom, President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Tim Raleigh, Dr. Jonathan Withy, Dean for the Faculty of Science and Technology, and faculty members will now come forward to acknowledge the graduates. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Computer Information Systems, Anton Angelis. Peter Anaway. Moses Ong. Arthur Bakir. James Bergeron. Darren Burgle. Balkirat Bengu. Brett Buck. Noah Bachmule. Keen Bulliser. Zachary Bushel. Maria Del Moral. Tala Abbas Chowdhury. Shayna Ann Valencia Garrido. Rami Gendron. Metab Gill. Rafael Hernandez Alarcon. James Holloway. Ashley Hunchak. Karthik Sunker J. Sunker. Gumanpreet Kaur. Hamza Khan. Gurveer Kosa. Adam Kovacs. Alyssa Lendetta. Alexandria Makila Laviste. Zejun Luo. Dallas Maxwell. Kato Ng. Dan Nguyen. Danvi Nguyen. Braden Nickel. Eric Nielsen. Matthew Knoll. Francis Joseph Oliva. Adishije Olumide. Aldo Ortiz. Jishan Paul. Brian Fong. Lucas Preby. Shamir Kaiser. Nicole Ranieri. Ken San. Fatavir Sandhu. Helga Shu Azinwi. Jonah Thompson. Simon Trong. Jan Angela Ubana. Mio Wojciechowski. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Computer Information Systems Cooperative Education. Tal Adikiri. Amr Alagami. Muhammad Azmi. Haider Bangash. Jillian Bennett. Emilio Guajardo Garza. Harsheen Niger. Aleem Premji. Timothy Ho. Miguel Rich Meleg. Dominic Dylan Silvestri. Uday Partap Singh Saidu. Gurmant Singh. Yassine Tal. Michael Tandio. Mohammed Tarar. Afil Vidyasagar. Nestor Zerpa. Switches. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Biology honors. Emily Baines. Fiona Karai. Mateo Mosca. Nazeli Mulindi. Tyler Peabody Ross. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Biology, Paige Applehoff. Aaliyah Caitlin Aquino. Ramsha Beg. Anita Basu. Ashley Benson. Kent Berry. Dominic Buckner. Atley Bundrock. Nicole Bushfield. Andrea Calvino. Joseph Craig. Lauren Derrick. Navtaj Dhaliwal. Ishan Dosaj. Santina Duarte. Ryan Fields. Callie Frederick. Emma Gardner. Miguel Gauthier. Anupreet Kaur Gill. Aaron Greaves. Shiva Harnett. Armand Hundle. Aroy AJ Jacob. Devin Jess. Taha Khan. Nikola Kikanovich. Alyssa Kozar. Jaina Lacue. Naya Lintan. Katie Lazowski. Nicole Lizcano. Marco Lavrick. Brooke McKenna. Sophia Mario. Alvina Munir. Rodney Omoku. Sargasian Watara. Spencer Patterson. Mackenzie Pender. Rachel Pesniker. Abigail Picard. Augustine Poirier. Ikagor Kor Rahil. Rolana Razuk. Malcolm Rogers. Rashat Sadev. Danisha Saini. Janvi Sharma. Alexandria Spence. Rachel Suresh George. Logan Tessier. Srisha Viram Reddy. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Caden Albright. Rhodas Hagos. Jarrett Hannerin Balser. Joshua O'Hoppel. Arden Ogilvy. Eliana Samara. Jacob Saunders. Madison Smith. Aiden Sircon. Joshua Turini. Sabrina Vernaroli. Amy Williams. Hiba Zia. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Ethan I. Miko Bengo. Nimrit Brar. Samantha Bryan. Benjamin Kasich. Claire Dufresne. Spencer Jonathan Dizwala Epp. Jared Evans. Cameron Hill. Damon Irwin. Brandon Kern. Conley. Zachariah Lee. Isabella Macias. Sebastian Malichevsky. Stamat Manilov. Landon Odisha Dick. Morgan Payette. Brock Pearson. Alexander Pham. Andrew Pham. Matush Polikovic. Shainesh Prakash. Benjamin Rudolph. Sebastian Seifert Bertoni. Zachy Shaw. Samuel Trepak. Felix Yap. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Cooperative Education, Enric Rashidi. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, Praise Abidemi Aremu. Caleb Alabone. Omar Ashraf. Rebecca Bays. Kelsey Barrett. Megan Bauer. Louisa Benad. Leslie Bessas. Mioquite Bowl. Mana Brillantis. Justin Burns. Daniel Ching. Colton Drage. Ali Dubois. Mackenzie Duncan. Jessica Fay. Lauren Grantham. Casper Hageman. Jessica Maiden. Zaid Mercier. Sarah Newstead. Victor Gabriel Ordonez. George Pernisi. Hannah Roberts. Victoria Rosales. Jack Snape. Sophia Sulimov. Hans Urbano. Kennedy Wallace. Stephen Wang. Joseph Zuckernick. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, General Science, Dominic Al McDassie. Sarah Alcidi. Zaki Aslam. Minhal Ather. Ravleen Atwal. Piyush Bagai. Ashpreet Bhatia. Sierra Liao Campbell. Hassan Shabara. Haroon Shahadi. John Isus Obiso Clarito. Ian DeLog. Jashanjot Singh Dhaliwal. Alicia Dillon. Rianne Mendoza de Gallo. Morgan Epp. Rena Joy Fabriga. Maddie Forrest. Razveen Gill. Georgia Hamilton. Hanan Hassan. Sydney Hitchcock. McKenna Hodgson. Alishba Kayani. Omema Khan. Jake Laboon. Jonah Roy Lamoureux. Esther Mandapalli. Raynell Shira Martin. Raymond New. Kyra Faith Ocampo. Janaea Pimentel. Anjali Raturi. Samantha Ray. Joel Romano. Gabrielle Rosales. Ignatius Salboboro. Simranjot Sani. Julia Stang. Jillian Tom. Timothy Yee. Safwan Yunus. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Geology Honors, Allison Stauffer. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Geology, Luke Abbott. Daniel Aziz. Rahman Sheikh. Konstantin Tosic. Presenting graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Health Science, Emily Alexander. Amira Azmi. Shalise Servatius. Christina Tran. Camila Vallejo. Victoria Watt. Brunel Young. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my notes say to lead applause, but you've already beaten me to that. So wonderful. It's so wonderful. Congratulations to the class of 2025. But before, we have a few little pieces of business to do. I want to acknowledge a student who is the recipient of the 2025 Centennial Gold Medal. The Centennial Gold Medal Award commemorates a deep tradition of academic achievement and leadership at Mount Royal. The tradition of the Gold Medal was first established at Mount Royal in 1935 and is our highest award for student academic achievement. Rodney Omuku was selected as the 2025 Centennial Gold Medal recipient for the Faculty of Science and Technology. He graduates today with a Bachelor of Science Biology with a concentration in Ecology and Evolution. Rodney, come on down.
I will now introduce somebody who has walked the same path as you. They were a student at Mount Royal and have gone on to be a graduate and now one of many alumni who are doing much with the help of their education. Dr. Maryam Yaqub grew up in Mosul, Iraq, before being forced to flee her home at age 16. From there, she moved to Syria with her family, where they lived until war erupted. And 14 years ago, Canada accepted Maryam and her family as refugees. As a new refugee, Maryam worked hard to learn English. She began her academic journey at Mount Royal University in 2013, completing a major in cellular and molecular biology and a minor in chemistry. She graduated as valedictorian and recipient of the Centennial Gold Medal at her convocation ceremony in 2017. She was also a member of the President's Honor Roll during all 4 years of her undergraduate degree, and she has become a member of the Golden Key International Society, an invitation reserved for the top 15% of Mount Royal grads. As an MRU alumna, Maryam earned a Doctor of Medicine degree from the University of Calgary and is currently a resident physician in internal medicine. She recently established Calgary's Stem Cell chapter, a non-for-profit collaboration with Canadian Blood Services to recruit and register donors in the Stem Cell Registry, and is an active member and tutor for refugees in the city. During her time on campus at Mount Royal, Maryam met her partner Kyle, and they now have 2 wonderful boys. In 2020, Maryam was named a winner of the RBC Top 25 Canadian Immigrant Award. So please join me in welcoming Speaker Dr. Maryam Yaqub.
Salam, shalom, peace be with you all on this wonderful day. Thank you, Chancellor Strom, for introduction, and congratulations to all of you, the graduating class of 2025. I'm so pleased to be here to represent my Royal alumni community in Calgary and around the world. As I walked into the campus today, a flood of memories rushed down. As I remembered all the memories that I forged while I was here. It was on this very campus that I met the love of my life, Kyle. He's here. Here, I also encountered many wonderful and inspiring leaders, mentors, and professors, Dr. John Chick and Dr. Adrian Pendixon. They were all very good mentors in my life, and I'm forever grateful for their inspiration. When I look at the class of 2025, I'm reminded of my own graduation in 2017 and the anticipation I felt for the next chapter of my life. For some of you today might be the final stage of your formal education before you embark on your career and life journey. For others, Mount Royal University is a stepping stone upon which you will build your goals with higher education. Regardless of your path, the memories you create here will stay with you forever. For some of you, I know Mount Royal University wasn't your first choice. It wasn't mine either. It was my only choice. I fell in love with everything Mount Royal has to offer. I was drawn to the small class size and the strong sense of community. It felt like I knew everyone on campus. Walking through the library, I saw familiar faces every day. I felt connection with people, even if we never spoke. I'm forever grateful for the opportunity Mount Royal has provided through their generous scholarships, allowing a new refugee like myself to pursue a higher education. After MRU, I completed a Doctor of Medicine degree at the University of Calgary. Through my work as a physician, beyond treating illnesses and practicing medicine, I enjoy helping families deal with their everyday crisis, with their grief as they say goodbye to their loved ones, and help those struggling with mental health. Above all, I take pride in being a role model for young refugee girls who sees themselves in what I do. I began volunteering and developing all the skills that I needed to be a doctor while I was at Mount Royal by exploring various leadership clubs and even finding employment opportunities here on this campus. I carried these valuable skills with me on my medical degree and into life. Mount Royal was my success story, and now I continue to give back to Mount Royal. But let's be real. What's gotten all of you here today wasn't all fun. You overcame challenges, stress, all-nighters, working on last-minute assignments. Challenges, stress, and adversities will differ in your next stage, but they will be there. Whether it's job hunting, buying your first house, starting a family, the skills that you have acquired here will always be yours. Class of 2025, what you have achieved and learned will set you on a path of what's next. Remember your own moments with gratitude and pride. Keep connecting with Mount Royal alumni as you explore, create, grow, and learn. You have so much to offer. Your experience and learning, your energy, voice, and talent. Remember the values you learned. You're shaping the future of Canada. So keep that in mind next time you vote. I trust that an MRU education will enable you to be a good citizen. After today, you can continue to build and create this university story in the world wherever you go. You are Mount Royal best ambassadors. Be proud that you studied at Mount Royal. I graduate from UFC and Mount Royal, and I can say Mount Royal is 100 times better. Go Mount Royal! Be positive, be kind, be proud that you're a Mount Royal alumni. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Yacoub. And thank you for reminding us of the strength and the good fortune that we have to be a part of the Mount Royal community. You are also an inspiration to us with what you have accomplished and the values that you exhibit. Elder McSeacom, who serves as an elder and spiritual advisor here on campus, gifted the university an honor song in 2018. The song recognizes Mount Royal as a place where Indigenous knowledge and perspectives are embraced. Graduates, today this song honors your achievement. So I would ask that everyone, except for the graduates, rise if you are able for the honor song. Graduates, you stay seated because today this song honors you. Please turn your attention to the sorrel rider singers who will perform the song. Thank you, sorrel rider singers and Elder McSeacom. The song truly is an honor song. Please be seated. Before we end the ceremony, thank you to the mighty team that is in charge of the extensive planning and coordination that goes into the preparing for convocation here today. Thank you to staff in the University Registrar, Marketing and Communications, and Alumni Relations offices, and the many other employees who volunteer and support this important event. So as graduates, you are now part of the large alumni community, 118,000 MRU alumni across the world who are doing amazing things with their education. I truly hope that you will stay connected to your alma mater and that you will always be a part of this MRU community. So graduates, stay positive and steadfast as you take the degree that you were granted today and move forward. Congratulations to you all. This concludes the convocation ceremony except for one bit of business. I invite Dr. Jonathan Withy, Dean for the Faculty of Science and Technology, to come to the podium to lead in the time-honored tradition of the tassel toss.
Good afternoon, everyone. I kindly request the platform party and graduates to please rise if you're able. we have one final assignment for you. The mortarboard, or graduation cap, is a time-honored symbol of convocation. Until you graduate, the tassel is worn on the right side. You will notice that those behind me are wearing the tassel on their mortarboards on the left. It's my pleasure to congratulate you on your remarkable achievements and ask that if you're wearing your mortarboard, that you now move your tassels from the right to the left. Guests, family, friends, would you please rise if you're able? We've done a lot of celebrating today. I know this is the last chance you're going to get, so let's make it a good one. Please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2025. Please remain standing and allow the platform, party, and students to exit. Thank you very much.